Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late June 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Libra collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Let's shuffle it up one time, see what we got for you this week, my guides and spirit team. And yeah, we're going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But yeah, let's get it going. Let's rock right away. What do we got for Libra, please? My guides. It's a brand new week. Okay. All right. I like this. It showed up in the Gemini reading, but it's showing up for you too, and I'm not going to second guess it. We got Lady Luck here, Libra, which is good, because that tells me regardless of how everything else rolls out, like something might take a lucky bounce here. So before we start pulling that apart, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the June subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about Lady Luck here. So whenever she shows up, I always get super excited here. It's a nice card that doesn't often show up. So the fact that I'm seeing it in Gemini and Libra this week, very, very good for all air signs technically. So when we see this card, it reminds me a lot of the Wheel of Fortune. You see the imagery here, Lady Luck, the slot machine, we got dice, we got four-leaf clovers, all sorts of stuff. So the meaning can't be any clearer, right? So something might change for the better. You might catch a lucky bounce. You might want to play the lottery. Some of you might be a little daring in this time. You might want to test your luck in some sort of way when this card shows up. But it just tells me that even if we have some challenges in the reading this week, things could take a positive swing for you. If not right now, if not in a few days, something could take a very unexpected. That's how luck usually strikes, right? So that is a very good positive omen here at the front end of this reading, Libra. I love that she showed up, but let's get into tarot. I always say the first card doesn't make or break the reading, which is true. It's just a nice little footnote there. But yeah, I'm going to get you 3 cards in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness flowing. So shuffle it up here for my Libras, please. My guides and spirit team. What we got for my friends? So let's talk about last week's reading while we shuffle up here. It was titled A Serious Change, and that once again seemed like a big theme for a lot of air signs. Change is the name of the game, such is life, right? It's a constant cycle, right? But last week's, it did seem like something big in your life could be coming to a quick change, right? So we're going to see what shows up this week. Change isn't always bad. Sometimes it could be tough to deal with. Sometimes it could be silky smooth, right? That's why I like seeing Lady Luck here. Let's get 3 cards out for you. Then, yeah, we'll go from there. Let's get these 3. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you. Because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to. 9 of Cups, position number 1. So it's like we went from good to better, Libra, so we're looking good. I don't want to get too overly optimistic just yet. I am prone to do that sometimes where like the first couple cards come out and I'm like over the moon. But let's try to stay even keel here. What do we got for Libra? Page of Swords, a card that could represent you. So this is going to be an interesting one, that's for sure, Libra. Let's get one more out here and we'll start to piece this all together. You might have your eyes on the prize in some sort of way. We got Temperance. Now we have spiritual ties here. Libra, the energy is feeling nice thus far. All right, I'm going to keep it real with you. It's like feeling really good so far. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get that juicy, intuitive stuff going. Get down to the nitty gritty. Now, at first glance, when I look over here, we have an interesting mixture of energy. We got water, we got air, we got fire, Temperance, that links to Sagittarius. So I always call that fire, even though there's a lot of water depicted there. To me, and I've been seeing it with a lot of different signs this week, a lot of different elements. So it could be different situations, different areas of life. One story or many, I mean, really only take it how it hits for you. But let's go through one by one. A lot of little nuances here. Position number 1, we have the 9 of Cups. Look how happy and content this individual looks right here. When I see this card, it's wish fulfillment, wish come true type of energy. Other things we could think of, various wins, various different victories. This is someone that is very sturdy, very happy, extremely content. This could be someone who is warm and welcoming and loving, caring, you know, like when somebody or something feels like home. That's a big vibe here with this Nine of Cups. I really, really like it. All cards have challenges too, right? We want to try to stay even keel. The Nine of Cups, a challenge with that could represent somebody who is too generous, right? Who gives up too much of their time or too much of themselves. The Nine of Cups can also represent somebody that overindulges in certain things. So we'll see what the clarifier says, but I'm liking where we're going so far. In position number 2, we got the Page of Swords. In a Libra reading, this could easily represent you, my friends, or any air sign for that matter. Pages could represent children as well, age differences and such. The Page of Swords, as with all pages, are students and communicators. So this could represent something new coming into your life. A conversation, a talk, a message, anything like that could be shown up with this page. But I always say this page is the watcher of the tarot deck. You might have someone under your microscope. You might be under someone else's microscope. There could be someone watching in whatever form or capacity. So we'll really want to dig deeper in this. I don't always, like, since we're in an air sign reading, it has different connotations here. I mean, unless you're linked to an air sign that's watching you. But we're just going to put this page down right here and keep it moving, right? And a vibe I was picking up initially here, that page is looking over at the Nine of Cups. So you might have your eyes on the prize in some regard. Moving to the back end here, we got Temperance. Oh, I knocked our page off the moorings here. Let's fix them. There we go. So Temperance, Archangel Michael, very protective here. You might be linked to Sagittarius. Maybe you have Saggy placements. When we see this card, it does talk about peace, calm, patience. So some of you, maybe you're being very patient. You might be in a holding pattern here. This is a very alchemical energy too. It does talk about slow and steady creation and manifesting. But whenever I see this card, I do think of spiritual and energetic protection being very important. So you might just need to hear you got very powerful spirit team watching over you. Maybe you need to cleanse your space, whatever it might be. Temperance is generally a very good card. It could even be someone's patience being rewarded depending on what the clarifier is. So Libra, we got a lot of interesting things here. I want to dive deeper, so let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for the Libras, please, my guides. What do we got for my friends? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Nine of Cups. Our good friend John Travolta there. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Libra, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Nine of Cups. Why is it here? Thank you. World card. Beautiful. Happy ending energy. This doesn't feel bad. Okay. Whether this is something like the ending of something being very pleasing and content. Okay. Which sounds like a double negative in some sort of way, right? We have the World in the upright underneath this Nine of Cups. Like, this is happily ever after energy to me. Like, you being content or happy with how something turns out. Very, very good, especially in a reading where we have Lady Luck in the very beginning, now the Nine of Cups and the World. When the World shows up, it can represent karmic energy. 2 weeks ago, I had a reading for you called A Karmic Reward. We're still picking that up here, right? Like being on the right side of spirit, being on the right side of karma. And it feels really good here, Libra. Could even be a cross watcher if you're a cross watcher. Very spiritual. Lots of archangel energy here as well. But the World does talk about the close of a chapter, so your happy ending here. We're seeing it. There is some sort of happy ending in focus. Whether you know what you want to attain, you know what you want to do, what your goal is, it feels very good to me, right? Like when all is said and done, you are going to be happy with this result. Okay, that's just how it feels. It feels like a happy ending, right? Let's keep moving because there's more to this story, right? Let's keep moving over. I don't feel like this is, oh, no more Mr. Nice Guy or gal. Like, this feels good, right? So some of you could have some sort of wish fulfillment, win, victory in some area of your life, right? Now, it all depends on what area of life you're most focused on right now. Are you watching for romance things? Is it work things? Is it personal growth and development? I mean, all Libras are different, right? Similar but different. Let's go in on that Page of Swords because I feel like that could be important. So why is that Page of Swords here for my Libras? Very good, powerful, strong energy of victory right here in the beginning. Is that Page of Swords here? Eyes on the prize, eyes on the prize. Thank you. I mean, we're getting better and better. We got the Ace of Pentacles in the upright underneath this page, a card that could represent you. Libra, this is one of the better readings I've had for you in months. Okay, and I do remember like months ago, I had like a string of Libra readings that were just like super positive, one after another. These energies combined together, like we have a happy ending and a happy beginning, like let the good times continue to roll. So we're like stacking wins here, my friends. Like, yeah, this could be something that makes you emotionally happy. This could be some sort of financial abundance coming in, whether it's a new work situation or some influx. The Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity to be had. And when I see it under a card that could represent you, yeah, the eyes on the prize for some reason. Like maybe you need to keep your eyes on the prize or you know what's coming. This feels very good because we have multiple victories showing up here, multiple wins, powerful, massive energy, right? And we'll get over to that Temperance card, that Patience card to see what it's trying to tell us. But all aces are good, especially this. This is my card of golden opportunities or striking gold. When I see the Ace of Pentacles, I think of someone striking gold. Like it's your lucky day type of energy. Like we've been seeing Lady Luck. Libra, very good energy. I would start claiming these. I would. Because so far out of all the signs I've done this week, like for the whole Zodiac, this is the best one, the best feeling I'm getting overall. So let's move in on that Temperance card. Very good. Even if, and I always like to give this as well, even if right now you are going through something very difficult, if you're going through trying times and things aren't smooth and they don't match up with how these energies sound, claim these energies because this could be something breaking for the better or luck swinging. And I'm still feeling that. Claimable energies all over the place. Let's go in on Temperance. Then we'll do a recap before we get into the Shadow card. Love it. One of the best readings I've done for Libra in quite a while. And that makes me happy because I know a lot of Libras in my personal life. I get along with Libras very well. So I like when you guys get good readings. Let's see what's up with the Temperance card. Thank you. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Now, this could be some sort of fire sign of big prominence in your life with the Queen of Wands and the upright underneath Temperance. A lot of you could be on some sort of journey where you're beginning to grow. You're beginning to gain confidence in yourself. You might be gaining confidence in others around you. You might be gaining confidence in your current situation or the direction you're headed. When I see the Queen of Wands, if this isn't some sort of divine connection to a fire sign, which it could be, she is all about self-confidence to me. So under a card like Temperance, this is like a very slowly cultivated building up of oneself. Okay, this feels very, very, very good to me. Someone building their power slow, steady, meticulously, and gaining confidence within themselves and their current abilities and situation. So once again, I believe this whole reading this week, Libra, is claimable across the damn board here. It really is. And I love this as well because it looks like Temperance Angel Michael's looking right down on this Queen of Wands, helping her cultivate her energy. This just feels so, so good to me, my friends, across the board. And I know I could use those descriptive words like the wins and victories, and we have it from different areas of life: the emotional, the material, the personal development and growth. These are beautiful energies, like from front to back. So please, let's go through and do a quick recap before we get into the Shadow card. In position number one, we have the Nine of Cups with the World in the upright. First, I said this felt like a happy ending, someone content with how something elapsed or turned out. It feels really good. So whether that's your focus and you're keeping it clear in your mind, for a lot of you, like I said, you could be experiencing various different wins and victories. It's beautiful, it's strong, it's powerful. I'm loving it. And it continues because as we move to the center, we have the Page of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. Like I said multiple times, someone keeping their eye on the prize, or keep your eye on the prize, keep your eye on the prize, stay motivated here. This feels really nice. Opportunities, we got the money, everything mixing and coagulating in a beautiful way. I love this type of energy, Libra. Claimable, just wins across the board are possible here. On the back end, we do have Temperance with the Queen of Wands in the upright, someone cultivating the confidence within themselves to take life on, take the bull by the horns, right? Tackle it, go after it, do the damn thing. It feels really good. So whether it's confidence within yourself or a current situation, divine protection, divine guidance. Just beautiful reading from front to back this week, Libra. My favorite one so far. Please take a screenshot. I'm going to get you a shadow card here, right? We're not going to rain on the parade. It's always good to do a little shadow work. Don't worry. Let's see what's in the shadows for you, right? It's always nice to go a little introspective. Maybe I say that because I'm a Scorpio moon, but let's see what's in the shadows here for Libra. All right? I don't want you to think I'm trying to rain on a positive reading, but we all got a shadow side, right? What's in the shadows for Libra, please? Okay, thank you, Two of Cups. Something revolving around personal relationships or how you connect to others could be showing up here in the shadows. Two of Cups doesn't always have to be romantic. It's a card of partnerships. But remember, we need to look at the shadow side of this card. The shadow side of the Two of Cups, yes, we are talking about very powerful soul connections. Sometimes this card could represent codependence in some sort of way, where you just, one person relies on another, like completely for their own happiness. The Two of Cups could also just represent a very close soul tie that is still lingering in your energy, even if it's not physically present. But there is something Spirit wants you to shine a light on about how you connect to other people, right? It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be friends. It could be family, whatever it might be. But I know Libras are, most humans are, but Libras especially love harmony, right? They're very harmonious people. They need those close bonds. Spirit might be wanting you to shine a light on it for whatever reason. But yes, my friends, that's what I have for you this week. Beautiful reading. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the June subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the May subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab after this week's fire and air readings. But for the month of June, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks out there. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the cards in this week's reading, which one explains how you're feeling currently right now. Which one are you vibing with? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you next time.